Hi.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck. How are you, babe?
I'm doing alright, by the way, we're live.
I'm sorry, that is the most organic response I've ever heard to a question. How are you? Alive?
No, I said hi, we are live.
Oh! You sounded like, hi, I'm alive! Now, hello, people of the internet, I've already been moved.
And you talked about in that party before I left about.
Yeah, well, there was sucking talk, and I had to
Address it.
assert my dominance.
Like I said, you had to address it.
Anyway, moving on from oral talk, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Jubert wants me to tell a joke which I've made up today, and, well, he found it very funny. Thank you,
Interesting.
Artemis. Would you like to
Wait a
hear the joke,
minute.
Haseo?
Let's just get it over the board and get it done.
What?
I'm talking about the joke.
Right. Coach full of nuns, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all on a little bus trip to another convent, and the bus loses control, they all die. They all arrive in heaven at the pearly gates, St. Peter waiting for them at the entrance, and they said, sisters, before we let you in, we have to ask you one question. And they said, okay. So he stands there and he says, have you ever touched a penis? So he asked the first nun, and she says, I did with the end of my pinky finger. So he said, no problem, sister. Wash your finger in this bowl, and then you'll be let through. So she washes off her finger and passes through the gate. Second nun approaches. He asks the same question. And she just says, I did hold one. And he went, no problem, sister. Wash your hand in the water and go through. As the second nun is washing her hands, he hears a commotion from a bit down the queue. And this nun is fighting to get in front of another nun. So he walks up to this other nun and says, sister, why are you fighting? You know, everyone's going to get a chance to go in. And he said, oh, I have no problem with that. It's just I don't want to wash myself in her ass water.
This joke is just too complex.
Okay. Long story short, the nun had anal. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I figured. That's what.
You're the only fucker.
But the problem
You're
for
the
me
only
was
fucker to not laugh at that, you bastard.
the thing is, it's just so long. You drag out the concept of the joke. That's why I didn't laugh.
Well, note to self: Haseo isn't good with long things. Did I break you?
Note to self: Metal carries too many jokes from Jubert.
Fuck off! That's my material.
And hello, F8 as
You
well.
really think I would stoop so? You really think I'd stoop so low to borrow a joke from Jubert? Jubert is comedy material, but Jesus Christ, man! I thought you thought highly of me. I'm offended.
Wait, that was your joke?
Oh my God! It's making it worse.
All right.
Okay, so you decided to take me from the burning grave and then stamp on my skull. Noted. Ephes, what did you do in 2021? I'm curious. I'm curious, little boy, tell me. I say little boy, he's 20. Yeah, disclaimer, Ephes Jones is 20. That was just a weird saying I do. All the social justice, whatever, calm the fuck down. It's a saying. Chill out. Sorry, 21. I've known him for too long. I still think he's 20. He's just gonna chat like, I'm 21.
He's listening, cover! Run for cover!
Haseo, you can run for that cover. I'm still gonna get your ass.
Oh, hell no!
Not in a Jubert way, you pervert!
Ay.
Anyway, with things starting to get loaded up, do you think it's time we finally do our intro?
After this commercial.
Wait. Oh shit! Forzacom GG, they are a wonderful sponsor, friends, partners, and just all round wonderful people of, well, associated with our humble little racing league. They advertise, host, promote, and do everything, not just for us, but for many, many, many racing leagues across the Forza space. So go give them some love. Forzacom GG, you can check them out on Twitter, Instagram, some other social medias I'm too old to have heard of. There's probably going to be one of them. And go and show them some love and say FTC sent you. So Forzacom GG. They're really dope. You don't have to show it again, because I had to fill the time with something that I can't think of to say.
Hey, better now than lost something else.
But mind you, Haseo, this is actually our first stream doing something new. Do you know why?
Why?
This is our first stream on a dead game.
True.
Because, yes, Forza Motorsport 7 did reach end of life 2 days ago and is no longer available for digital purchase. If you still want to play this game, there's still copies everywhere. You can find one somewhere. But, as people are still loading in, we are getting more and more people, and if more people join, like last week when I couldn't stream thanks to Twitch being magical and everything else being weird, it's gonna be quite the show.
Hello, Hurricane.
Hey, Mr. Sweat Boy himself, how are you, Kieran? For those of you who don't know, AMS Hurricane in chat is, well, his real name is Kieran, but only friends can call him Kieran, so don't just say, oi, Kieran, otherwise he will slap you. I know. He has done it to other people. Why is your heart rate through the roof?
I think it's because he just got home and ran home or something.
Either that or he actually is doing something. But, as we say that, qualifying is ready to get underway, wouldn't you say, buddy?
Let's get on with the quali.
So, whilst quali is getting underway, there's no other way to say this. Welcome back to FTC RTV. We are your good hosts. I am Mr. Metal Gauge, and with me most of the times, I can't say always, because he's sometimes off crashing children's birthday parties, my good, wonderful co-host, Mr. Haseo Storm. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing very well, and I'm very confused of Jupiter's delivery, who's just matched a lot of brands on it.
Yeah, I was in the party when Jupiter was making that, and the worst part is I've contributed to that livery.
So what is...
Oh my! I didn't know he put that on it! Oh my!
Oh, you mean on the back?
No, on the side! Oh.
Are you talking about the anime girl?
Yeah, I've just seen the back. I didn't need to know the back. Why did you tell me about the back?
I thought that was your contribution. Sorry, I'm
No!
joking.
What? Wait! Why would that be my contribution?
Okay, that's just me messing with you.
No. You are not scooting away from this like OJ did with his charges. I am gonna hold you to this. Why in the F do you think I substituted to the LGBT pride thing on the back of his Aston?
That's a joke?
You bitch! The only thing I contributed to the side of his car was Subway!
Subway does not make good sandwiches.
Also, I got reminded of something, and you know when you realise how old you actually are?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Subway used to do like the $5 or the €5 or the £5 foot long?
No.
Yeah, for that same sandwich now it's like 17 quid. It's bloody stupid.
Yeah, usually where I've been living, they don't have Subway, so I've never been accustomed to it. With the play times I have,
enough.
so the plus I have tried it, it's not been good, and I mostly prefer or have taken Big Bite. I'm not sure if you know about that one.
Yes, I am familiar. We don't have many here, but I am familiar. This, I didn't know about that. However, it is a shame, that engine, because it was extremely thirsty, because the DBR9 that we are running for this series famously run out of fuel at Le Mans.
And hello, Jax.
Jax says, I remember when Subway was a thing in America. Yes, we're gonna love the faker that was, Jared. But moving away from fast food and onto fast cars, they have finished their rolling lap and have started their first of two hot laps. So if they mess up anywhere on the first lap, they have got a second lap to redeem themselves. I would say, as a segue, that wasn't too bad for myself. Would you say?
Perfect timed with whatever was available. Thing is, like, they're quite the. Ooh, who had to stop on track? Oh, uh-oh.
Did we have a DNC?
We had a Ren who spun out, apparently. So he lost his flying lap.
We have a spin.
Which begs the question, did he dirty his last lap as well with the spin?
Well, the current fastest on pole is AMS Huracan, followed by Krogasmic in second and Ghostsmurf in third. That is after the first of two flying laps. That is quite the qualifying time from Crow. Forgive me, I've got the goddamn hiccups. It feels like I'm choking on air.
Oh, yeah, that's never a pleasant feeling.
Do you ever have that where a hiccup just won't come and it's just tight in your chest and it's like, God damn it!
And you're like, like a half hiccup that's constantly blocked.
You sound like a dog with his vocal cords clipped.
Yeah, which is not a good thing. Wait. This Blood Racer just parked. What? I
think Blood Racer dirtied their final sector, so I don't think they've got a clean lap. So, whatever it is, they're going to be dirty. But I would say it's not wise stopping on a dirty lap, because you can still get a faster dirty lap, and you can be the fastest of the dirty lap. Does that, any of this, what I'm saying, make sense?
To those who know what you're talking about, yes. To those who just randomly journally, possibly not.
Okay, for those of you who knew, qualifying is done by a dirty and clean lap. So if you have a clean lap, that goes over a dirty lap. So let's say Haseo did a 158 clean, I did a 150 dirty. Haseo will get priority because he's done a clean lap. Whereas if we both did clean laps, I would get priority because then I've got the faster time. So it's done by clean versus dirty first, and then it's organised on a time base for both clean and dirty.
Where did Ran? He ended up second. With Hurricane in
Pushing Crow
first.
down to third.
No, he's in fourth as Ghostmart claims third.
Ooh.
Oh, Hurricane dirted the 55 mid-final chicane. And that's actually quite an easy sector to dirty your lap.
Huracan, you do realise if you have that pace, you will quite possibly lap someone.
Oh, did he give him a challenge? That's quite decent, Tonic.
That's actually quite decent. And that is qualifying wrapped up with a little bow. Now, to get on to the interesting bit. We, unlike other spec races we have held, we have only got 2 races today, Haseo. We
what?
have got...
Did you get disconnected?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because I got disconnected.
I will send you an
I'm
invite.
back in.
Okay, fuck you then.
And you would already send an invite as well.
Anyway, unlike our other spec races, we've only got 2 races today. We've got 18 laps for the first race, and we've got 13 laps for the second. Now, here's the interesting bit. The first race, there is a mandatory pit stop. The second race, there is not. And it has a reverse grid as well, so... Well, best of luck to anyone trying to do that. So let's go back to chat, see if anyone's talking. Haseo is having an issue, it looks like.
It's not letting me reconnect.
Restart your game, bud.
Try that.
Yeah, restart your game. So whilst Haseo gets back in, I will say, Haseo, things are getting interessante. Would you agree? Around here? Because we've got some interesting series in the works. We've got some special events coming up in the works that are one-offs and might include some special guests. So keep your eyes peeled on our socials. We have got Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I think I know what you're referring to when I remember about what's this.
I think my co-host brain has finally caught up. So, whilst I tease the audience a little bit more, go and follow our socials. We are FTC Racing and Forza Photography Central everywhere. So, go and follow us. Keep your eyes peeled. Turn on that little notification bell. Give it a tickle. It's free. It won't cost you anything. And you'll be notified of everything that we do, post, say, tweet, and everything else in between. The only thing, though, is we don't do an OnlyFans because no one wants to see that. So be grateful for that.
Besides, haven't that paid banned that very explicit content?
No, they haven't. Because they got such a massive backlash for it, they said, okay, we won't ban it.
What a double standard.
Haseo, when your company is built on female and male anatomies, let's just say that, and you ban such things,
You're gonna get a backlash.
I don't think it's... Yeah. Effie says a DBR11 would be awesome to see, but I get why they stuck with Advantage. Effie, don't be so true, because they are working on a DBR Superleggera, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's not meant to compete in Le Mans per se, but it is for the GT scene. So keep your eyes peeled on the DBR Superleggera. It is in the works currently. Why did you pause on me?
I was just looking at what the car was, but that's actually a pretty nice metallic color. Or is it?
Thank you.
Is it a metallic flake or is it one of those pearlescent ones?
Pearlescent.
That looks like. Is that a?
Yes.
Is that the? So is that the one you made yourself, or just that the standard one that's instant before you tune or adjust anything?
This is an adjustment of one of the special colours that's in the store. So I bleached the blue and I made the red a bit more purple so that it looked nicer. And that is the timer. So, you know what that means? Cover your ears, lower your volumes. I'm about to get loud. And Mr. Haseo is finally here this week to actually witness, well, cars get quite mean with each other. Are you ready, buddy?
Are we gonna see crashes immediately?
Quite possibly. Lights out, away we go here at Silverstone of the DBR9 Cup. Now Huracan gets a fantastic launch off the line. Ren feeding through his draft and filtering as best as he can. Gentle on the brakes, but everyone's locking up deep, trying to get those early overtakes in, because the later you leave it for an overtake, the harder it is to get an overtake.
This car got quite insane acceleration.
It has, and what's worse is it's rear-wheel drive, so it's a lightweight race car with a big amount of horsepower and slippery tyres. Yay! Now, I am currently on board with the Epic Racer, who is currently in 5th, Jubert, who is in 6th, and is getting quite swallowed by Artie, but Artie is having issues in P7, as they are about to go toe-to-toe with Aaron McGrath. Artie in the Wonder Woman livery, however, can his driving be as wonderful as his livery? Artie blocks off Aaron McGrath, does a very tactical manoeuvre as they're heading towards Maggots and Beckett. Aaron McGrath really being held up by Artie here, as Blood Racer is behind them, WX is behind them, and TVR is behind them also. Juba is now currently on the tail of someone else as well. Juba is trying to currently overtake the Epic Racer, currently in P5, Juba in P6 respectively. Let's see, moving further down the pack, we have got, I believe, WX and Scully? Sorry, Sully. Sully, who is backing off a little bit from WX. I don't know what happened there, but they were side to side at one point. Now, Sully is going to have to watch their tail as the almighty Cheddar is about to make an overtake on the outside, but can they make it work, forcing Sully to go in? Cheddar gets bounced and has to recede back to P13. Although, I think I just saw someone go off. Who went off? I don't know who went off. Whoa,
Oh.
as Sully gets Whoa, as Sully gets really twitchy.
I wonder if Sully's not using traction control in this car.
Well, it is a lot faster, but it's also one hell of a thing. Now Sully is going side by side with Tonic, who's currently in P16, looking for P15 if Sully don't force her. Sully did force her, and that means Tonic has to coincide back to P16. Now I see a little fish group here. Whoa, as Artie spins off at Maggots and Beckett's. He completely lost the tail end and is currently in the gravel.
Oh yeah, and Sully was not using traction control either.
Oh, that is a bad day for Artie. Going up to P7, there's still a fight happening between Aaron McGrath and Blood Racer.
Is somebody else off as well? Oh, no, somebody's in the pits. Never mind me.
Yes, because you can take this pit stop from lap 2 to lap 17.
So basically, not first and last.
Bingo. So when they take their pit stops, it's up to them, because if you're at the back, you want to take it early and try and get that undercut. If you're at the front, you want to leave it as late as humanly possible.
Unlike your Crow, who's already taken it.
Well, that's Crow just doing Crow things. So, as Blood Racer is currently trying to sneak past on the inside of Aaron McGrath, things are looking still spicy dicey, as Blood Racer can't seem to get past Aaron McGrath, who is making his Aston 1,000,000 miles wide. It could be the celebration of Brussels, who knows? So, let's see, who's currently close, who's currently close, who's currently close? Ooh, P12 and 13, we have got the Gifted Eye, Agile Apollo, and Sully. Oh, wow, as Sully nudges the rear of Agile Apollo. Apollo makes a nifty little recovery, but that does force Sully into the clutches now of Queen Tonic, who's in currently P14.
Speaking of which, this reappears of Apollo after a good while, isn't it?
I will admit, Apollo's liveries are always nice.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how they have not run too frequently as of late, if I'm not wrong.
They have been joined a bit more frequently, but also, you know, it's also personal taste. Like, if you don't like a certain car that's running, like truth be told, I wouldn't run a series if it's just Mercedes racing trucks, you know, or
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now, what series wouldn't I run?
The Lamborghini Diablo GTR.
Shut up! No one mentions that series. That is that is the stain on our broadcasting career.
Oh, you mean when we had the race?
Yeah. So, Agile Apollo gets overtaken by Sully, but Agile Apollo looking to sneak back past on the inside. Can't make it happen, though. That is unfortunate, but that is as the racing cookie crumbles. Going back up to P9 of the almighty Cheddar. They are trying to currently hunt down Blood Racer, but also being chased down by WX through Magus and Beckett's. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses on tracks, and with all these differing favoured and preferred zones, it's certainly interesting to see who prefers what. So, going back down to our treble fight night of P12, led by Sully. We've got Agile Apollo and Queen Tonic in 13th and 14th, respectively, who are all very close to one another, and one little mistake could change the course of the game for them. Do I sound like I'm talking a lot? I sound like I'm talking a lot.
You do? But isn't that your job?
Yeah, I'm not fast. Going up to P6 now, we have got TVR leading Aaron McGrath and Blood Racer. The three have really tightened up, and Blood Racer in particular is looking for a dive on Aaron McGrath, using TVR as a wall. Aaron McGrath taking the tight inside line, saying, you will not get the better of me today, and Blood Racer will be relegated back to his shadow realm of P8, leaving TVR to scurry off like a squirrel in the middle of a forest, in the middle of a night time when the sun is breeze.
And Metal, take a look at the TVR's car and see what you can spot on the back. Like what they have done on the back.
Are they bullet holes?
No, I think they're meant to be exhaust holes. Like exhaust pipes.
I was more concerned by what's on the hood, if I'm honest.
Oh, yeah, let's not mention that. It's just a major wrinkle pick. Wrinkle pick. Like this.
Well,
moving on.
Moving on swiftly, efficiency chat saying, so good news! Oh, it's not a day here, Sandero, I'm disappointed. Those loud explosions outside my house are not harmful. Apparently it's tradition in our region, not religion. What the hell am I going on about? That 1 week before someone gets married, they fire blank rounds out of cannons. Yeah, I don't get it myself.
Wait,
well,
what?
it could come from a military family, because I have heard of military families doing that, like in certain parts. And if it is a small town, like firing off, who wouldn't want to fire off a cannon on their stag do? Like, oh, Haseo, you're getting married, let's fire a cannon! You know, I don't know about you.
Prepare the cannon!
I mean, Haseo, would you like to fire off a cannon on your stag night?
Where's the gunpowder?
See, it is a good tradition, Ephes. You get to blow shit up on your stag do. So,
hey, Metal, where did they hide the balls?
I think Jubert took them because he got confused with a different type of ball.
Bloody hell!
Well, let's be real. If you need ironclad balls, you need to have a look at our race leader because, well, there's just stupid fast. However, don't change to the race leader because I know what you like. Currently focused on P7. Haseo, I told you not to change. Currently focusing on P7 between Blood Racer and Aaron McGrath still. They are having this fight and it's about to enter Magus and Beckett, something that Blood Racer is a little bit more apprehensive than Aaron McGrath, but Aaron McGrath seems to have more of a grip tune, whereas Blood Racer has more of a speed tune. So it's the age-old question of handling versus speed and power. And I don't know about you, Haseo, but I am on, well, the side of speed and power.
What?
Good conversation, Haseo. FSGen says, unlike you, Metal, peace is an option, so no cannon fire from the Belgian Waffle military unless provoked. Well, Effis, there's the thing. If I gave you a cannon that was fully loaded with no consequences and said, Effis, let's blow it up, you're telling me you wouldn't take it?
And all we create is one obnoxious big bang.
Look, look, we're men. We get excited by loud noises and fast things. We're very simple creatures. Exo Alice says, let's hope Aaron McGrath will not Hamilton someone. Now, Exo, you can't have a go at King Lewis because, well, you'll be called something we can't say on this channel. Moving back, I am seeing a bit of commotion between the almighty Cheddar and WX. In 9 and 10 respectively. Now, the Almighty Cheddar is taking some less than traditional racing lines, but it seems to be working for them, as WX is slowly starting to slip, as McGrath is still being held up by Blood Racer, which means the Almighty Cheddar might have the opportunity to take a possible P7 here. Effie says, yes, plus I don't have a license for that caliber. Effis, you don't need a license if it's on a stag do. Fun fact. XR Allen says, what did you just say? I said you can't have a go at King Lewis because of social reasons. I think we might have a DNF here.
Yes, we did.
We have lost Jubert. What do you know?
Oh, and he's already mad in chat.
Would you like to know why he's a little bit mad, Haseo?
Why?
Well, as the Almighty Cheddar and WX have a fight in P8 and P9 respectively, put camera on them.
And we already also have a Blood Racer and...
Jubert got a second Series X after getting his old one taken away and found it had a SSD fault. He's got a second one, and this one now, the games keep on crashing. He's got the most powerful console, and his console is saying it's too weak to run, like, even games like Fortnite, that you can run on a Chromebook.
What?
Yeah, his Series X is, well, it's a bit reserved, to say the least.
I got the Series S, and I think mine runs better than Jubert's then.
FSGen says, I can verify your findings, Metal, with an old colleague of mine who studied as a weaponsmith and owns quite the large arsenal. FS, please tell me where your friend is. I would love to visit said friend.
And then welcome to Chatter, Chris Musaint.
Hello, Chris, how are you? Now, we are quickly approaching the halfway mark, as this is where tactics starts to take over. Do you know why? As there is a battle of 4th place, by the way, between Epic Racer and TVR, who goes for a lunge on the outside, wrong edge of the track, but he's looking for a lunge. Epic cuts him off. Oh, Epic goes in the pits. He knew he was going to lose time fighting. Well, as the Epic Racer denies us of some good racing action, not too epic there, bud, we go back to P10 and P11, where the Gifty's Eye and Sully are fighting it out. Now, the Gifty's Eye is interesting on our league, because they either do extremely well or extremely bad. And, well, it's never in between. But tonight It's looking like it's an in-between, so fingers crossed it could be an in-between, because, well, do you like to be an in-betweener?
Depends on what.
That is an answer of a pervert.
What?
Well, you said it depends what you're in between. Sully just made a wonderful overtake on the Gifty's Eye, but will the Gifty's Eye rebuttal on a lunge? They're lining up. Will they have the room? No, they do not. PCR Scully is currently in 8th place. So, let's have a look. Is anyone close? Is anyone close? Is anyone close, close, close? No one is truly close apart from P5 and P6.
And
So
P8,
we have
that's
got...
a 9.
Thank you, hon. The worst part is I have full-on recognised that Haseo is my work husband, because out of the two of us, I am the beta in this relationship. As much as I don't want to be, I am. So it looks like Ren has come into the pits, I believe. No, WX has.
Or I think their name is supposed to say Wheeler or something.
I don't know. I say what's on screen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because if I kept on suddenly saying like, Kieran is in first, they're like, huh? Like they do your confused voice.
Huh?
That's what the crowd will do if I called them all by their real names. I don't know half their real names, but that is why I say gamer tag, so that people know what the frick I'm on about.
Exactly, if they're rewatching the stream, they know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly, professionalism. I'm thinking ahead. Shocker, I think. Effis says, Beta Metal, you're not even that high on the ranks.
Oh, and here comes Crow chasing down the Gifty's Eye.
Ooh, what place? What place?
In P8 and P9. Although Crow...
Come on, Crow!
But keep in mind that this is also because Crow has done their pit stop.
Now, can you go on to...
Oh!
Ooh, little bit of a touch. But, Haseo, can you go to Crow's car for a sec? I've got an interesting fact for you about his car.
Is it because it's a tennis ball?
Take a shit on my fun fact, why don't you?
Well, go, let's get it from the fact over properly with him.
This is in a private lobby, Chris. If you want to join, head on over to our Discord. I will put a link in the chat now. That is our Discord. Go on over to the DBR9 Spec Cup section. Build yourself a car to the specs and paint. And you could actually join us in the next, like, 10 minutes or so if you're quick enough. So...
Metal, I think I found our duo in the race.
I think we have too. Thank God for Crow and Gift.
you knew what that was all about.
Oh God, I've just seen Jubert's comment. Oh no. Yeah, but Jubert, the problem is, you're too slow to keep up with Crow.
Yeah, the ball's running away from the racket.
Isn't that how tennis is played though? I would be quite shocked if, like, you saw the tennis rackets flying across the net and them hitting them over with the balls in the hand. Actually, that would make a fun variation of tennis, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, holy crap, a racket's about to hit me!
Yeah. Oh, well, we also lost PCR Sully.
Oh, PCR Sully, they were doing so well! F in the chat for PCR Sully. Also, Chris, if you are struggling with tuning, there are tunes up for the DBR9. Just search up FTC in the description and you should... Huracan, you're quite literally texting in chat whilst racing.
Yeah,
You show off.
he did it on the pit straight as well.
I know, because he's a show-off in the best way. Well, fair enough, Chris. But if you know the car, it's the DBR9. Search your FTC in the tune, and in the paints there also is DBR9 number board. Download that, and you'll be all good. Just search up FTC, all capital letters in both fields of description for both the paint and the tune, and you should be good. Jubit says, how's Tonic doing? I don't know. How is Tonic doing? Tonic is currently in P13. And it looks like she's taking a pit stop.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a pit stop. Currently 15 will be Agile Apollo, but he has done a pit stop. So it's a matter of fact of who has not done their pit stop who's likely to fall back. Although, looking at the distance, let's check his settings.
Currently in P15 is Agile Apollo.
I just said that.
Now, alright. Shh. How many times do you not read chat?
Quite a bit, but you're the one who's mostly...
Exactly! So don't get on my tits when I actually read chat! Anyway, in P8, Blood Racer is being chased down by the almighty Cheddar. As Blood Racer gets a little bit edgy on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's. Jupiter says, let's see what Super Sweat is doing. So, Haseo, can you teleport us to AMS Huracan currently in first place, please? Thank you. I will keep you updated on the almighty Cheddar situation. Cheddar, whoa, as WX nearly goes into the back of the almighty Cheddar, as WX is looking to overtake the almighty Cheddar, as they lost a lot of ground because they could not predict where Blood Racer was going to break. Did you honestly just type in chat, I want to lap him? Wait a minute. Actually, Huracan might.
But keep in mind, Huracan has to do a pit stop.
Yeah, but even if he just passes him and then goes in the pits, it still counts as a lap.
That's true. He's not far.
Anyway, almighty Cheddar is going for the move on Blood Racer P8. Switch! Azeo, switch! As WX is sneaking up on the inside, taps the rear, WX gets slidey on the rear of the almighty Cheddar. And the three have to space out. There is nothing they can do. Otherwise, there would have been a ginormous accident the size of the Ukraine and Pripyat. Jubit, I said this before, I'll say this again. I say WX because chat doesn't know if they're random who Wheeler is. They could be looking through all the gamer tags and say, who the hell is Wheeler? So I say people's gamer tags, Jubit. So in the nicest of ways, suck my big toe.
And also I got no news on Sully. Apparently their power completely cut out.
Oh, that's not good. Well, Chris, the offer is always there because FTC is not just for the pros, it's for everyone. That is our
And
motto here.
Jubert is playing the parents card on you.
Look at Huracan in chat saying, come on. You keep an eye on... Actually, go back one place, Aseo, to WX. I'm going to have an eye on Mr. Sweatboy and tell you when he's getting close to lapping. Because he's only really got 2 laps to try and lap him before he needs to come in for a pit.
He does.
Yeah, go back to Cheddar. WX is falling back now. And let's have some of that cinematic action. There.
Only
Nice,
wish you could
beautiful.
The only thing different I would want is be able to have a static point in the track to view from as well.
What, like a God Cam in most PC port games?
Probably.
Where you can just like have full free cam, like moving across.
Not exactly that. I'm thinking more like playset cameras that you can control around the track, like how they are in like television series or races.
Fair enough. Now, Huracan is slowly approaching the rear of Agile Apollo. He's getting close. I'll tell you when he's getting close, so be ready on that switch button, good buddy.
I don't think I'm gonna wait.
Well, through Magnus and Beckett, he's caught up quite a bit a lot. And there he goes! Lapping Agile Apollo!
One thing, I just swapped the medal. I knew it was coming when I see the sector he was in.
Yes, Ephes, that is expected because the 12C was succeeded by the 650S, and, well, Playground Games likes to get rid of old cars because they are morons. So, yeah, that is a shame.
Oh, brain picking at you, Metal. What do you think about the Gran Turismo 7 that's coming?
I'm very impressed with it, apart from one stupid thing about it. Now, Haseo, I think you can agree, it looks fantastic.
I've not looked too much yet, just read some stuff about it.
It looks fantastic, it sounds fantastic, it's going to be a good AAA front runner for Sony. Do you want to know the thing that really annoys me about Gran Turismo 7?
Is it that it's coming to PlayStation 4 still?
Oh no, I don't care about it being on PlayStation, I couldn't care less. But, do you want to know what does annoy me about the mechanics of the game?
What is it?
You need an always-on internet connection to play the single-player campaign.
Does somebody have a bloody sniper rifle?
You need a constant internet connection for this game. Doesn't matter if you are tuning, painting, like doing single-player races, or like just practicing. You need a constant internet connection. If you don't have one, it simply won't let you play the game. Simple as that.
Think about the people who actually don't have an internet connection.
They're fucked.
Well, I see a few people who do not have traction control right now.
Yeah, the constant internet connection thing is bloody stupid.
Oh,
I mean,
F is brought up a point in chat. What if FIA is making it a requirement also for Gran Turismo 7?
Then that is Sony being too limp-wristed and not taking control of their property.
Since Gran Turismo is one of the few pure PlayStation games throughout the years.
Well, let's be real, Haseo. The PS5 has been nearly out for a year now, and it's still not got a true AAA game yet. Whereas Xbox, you've got everything from Flight Sim to, you know, all the updated Halos, Gears of War, everything has just been tightened up, screwed up, and, you know, there's so many good forerunners, like everything from Psychonauts,
That's
you know,
true
Flight
ever
Sim.
since. That actually after Gran Turismo 5, I never bought 6 or GT Sport because I just didn't. And when I tried Gran Turismo 6, I was not too overly. I still miss Gran Turismo 4, where you had all the cars.
I will admit, Gran Turismo 4 was a true car person's game, because they could just have all. Well, I was about to say Huracan is going into the pits as another PCR person, DNFs, PCR Iron.
Ooh.
We're down to both of the PCR boys.
And he was also in the Racing with Blood Racer here as well.
Wait a minute, Ephes. What do you mean they're getting...
I'm not to watch the trailer yet, Ephes. I have to do that.
No. Ephes. If Sony are using the 917 as a cover car, that would explain why Playground Games haven't brought it back for Horizon 5. That right there is the reason. License.
Oh, they've licensed it to Poly, not Playground.
Yeah. Because if they've got, if they've made it the showcase car, then... Yeah, but Ephes, to acquire a license for a car, you need to acquire the license for
the manufacturer.
For that name. You need to acquire it for the name, so the 917 name would have had to be bought out.
Although what's interesting though is, shouldn't they both be able to get the license, or is that the pricing or a colliding issue?
I would say that's a colliding issue because I'm trying to think of a way. I'll get back to you on that when I find a better anecdotal value. But we are on the last lap of race 1, as the only two close people I can see on track at the moment are...
I think we all should watch Crow and DBR. Yeah.
But no, Haseo, for every car in itself, you have to get 2 licenses for each manufacturer. So, Haseo, right? Pretend you are Mr. Ford and I'm Playground, right?
Uh-huh.
I would have to buy a first license to say I'm allowed to put Ford manufacturer cars in this game. Okay? I would then have to buy a second license so that I could buy...
Oh, TDR making a move in the chicane!
Woo!
Oh, they're looking, they really want it! Oh!
TVR! TVR took it!
Oh, my screen... Whoa, that must be... We have to look at the times afterwards. But alright, move on.
AMS Huracan comes first. Red second, Ghostworth third. Rounded off the top 3, TVR beating out Crow by 0.09 of a second. Epic Racer in 6th, Aaron McGrath 7th, WX in 8th. The Almighty Cheddar finishing up in 9th. Then we've got Blood Racer rounding off the top 10. The Gift Design currently in P11. Artie in P12. Queen in 13. And Agile Apollo rounds off the grid.
Metal.
Yes.
Have you tried the new Monster Energy Nitro?
No.
You need to.
Should I?
You really
Should
should.
I? Dare I ask why it's called Nitro?
Where's the written again?
Hold on.
It
The
got
Google is being...
No, it got It's infused with nitrous oxide. NAS!
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Does it sound like something you need?
Amazon UK Monster Energy Nitro, because buying an energy drink off Amazon never sounded sketchy, did it? Infused with nitrous. Oh my god!
Told ya.
Have you seen the bottom bit? Warning, extremely high caffeine content. Not recommended for children, pregnant or breastfeeding women, or people sensitive to caffeine.
Isn't that every energy drink?
No! This can is just labelled in freaking... Oh, I say, I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow and fucking see if they have any.
Although, I bought the last 3 at my store.
Wait, is that why you're strangely energetic?
No, I just opened it now.
And how does it taste?
Mwah.
Yes, Ephes, you heard right. Monster Energy have infused an already high caffeine drink with nitrous oxide. Ephes is illegal because they haven't tested it on chimps.
And
That's
besides, it's the racer's drink with its nitrous oxide.
Right, so if my co-host suddenly slips into a coma, we know what to blame. Mind you, Haseo, you already struggle with waking up. How do you deal with a caffeine crash? Do you just, like, not move?
I don't know.
God, I would love to see you on a caffeine crash. Just, like, poke you in the cheek and you just have no human response to it.
That's that dealt with? Question for you, Metal. Is there a drinking age for energy drinks in England or Britain?
That depends, believe it or not, on the amount of caffeine or quote-unquote stimulants. If it's a mild one, I believe it's 12 years of age. But if it's anything like Red Bull or Monster, I believe it's 17 or 18 here. However, you go into any store as a child and buy it, they will sell it to you. The signs are literally there so that they don't get sued by the government. They still sell it to you. Believe me. Red Bull
I know. In Norway it's 16. However, what's interesting, we have like self-check counters here in Norway, and if you buy a Red or energy drink at all, you either have to have something of further year of age or have the staff come and check you. Over in Norway, if you get caught selling this to underage, you can get in trouble. Like the store can get in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's the same here. Although, I say, would you like to know something interesting about self-checkouts?
What?
Do you have the like the bag for life thing over there?
Back for
Like where you
what?
have to pay like 10p per carrier bag or something like that.
Ours is 20 pence or something.
Right. Would you like to know something interesting about self-checkouts?
What? They cost more?
If you go to a self-checkout, scan all the items in your basket, pay for it, and then grab a carrier bag, you can get it for free. Because the machine doesn't count you taking a bag.
Yeah, because you could just take it instead of saying you have taken one.
Exactly.
I still
The
do it though.
The amount of bags I have taken like that is ridiculous. Epic Racer says, "What's up? What's up, buddy?"
I will not count Mountain Dew exactly as a proper energy drink.
Mountain Dew isn't even an energy drink. That is just sugar with a tiny bit of liquid in it.
It's closer to Sprite, but not exactly the same.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is not an energy drink. That is just a pure sugar with a sugar rush. An energy drink is Monster, Iron Brew, Red Bull, something with like actual caffeine in it.
It's Red Bull.
Coco! Hello.
What's Hooper, be quiet in that. Metal knows what I'm on about.
What is Hooper saying?
Oh, he just said that one group thing.
Hooper, shut up. Coco, you join us during the GT1 DBR9 Spec Cup! And, well, race 1 is very good. We're waiting Crow to come back from Pete. As you can see, the merriment of flashing little light bulbs of people getting ready. Epic, if you're struggling with Wrench Tune, I'd advise looking up, well, either TXR Send It or Mr. MS Huracan. By the way, Huracan, you big ego bastard, I was about to say Huracan is, well, the fastest here, but I'm not going to say that anymore. You should look at, at the moment, FTC Ren. They're about to change over to LMP, I believe.
They already have, and it's just different accounts.
You're breaking my heart, Sam.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Well, let's blame Hooper. I'm kidding.
When in doubt, anime out. Okay, yeah, I'm behind that, yeah.
Worst part is I'm technically worse at anime than Hooper.
No, you're more manga, aren't you?
Both.
Okay. For the sake of our friendship, you're more manga than anime, aren't you?
Do you have my book somewhere? Kinda, because in the manga they can get a lot more detail for certain things. And what I mean with that is they can get a lot more grotesque in details for the series for fighting.
Well, whilst that nightmare haunts my visions, Epic decided to turn Spanish. How he's like, anime C overrated. Okay.
Did we get F's on the
Okay.
defensive?
Okay. Haseo, are you ready to see an explosive Epis in chat?
Uh-oh.
Epis,
And
anime is not art, it is just softcore porn.
Actually, it really depends on series.
Okay. Most of the anime that is out there.
You're talking about the fan service bloodies, aren't you?
I'm getting ready for an explosive message, but I think I've actually offended him so much he's not going to send anything. Uh-oh. And Coco agrees. Uh-oh. I may have just offended a huge demographic of people. If you are offended in any way by what I've said, please send your, complaints to FTC Hooper. He deals with all of the complaints here at FTC. And we'll be happy to take your call.
Looks like we're not getting the PCR boys back, as Iron apparently have controller disconnecting issues and Sully's still without power.
Ouch.
Speaking of team with a power outage, didn't know that Xbox had it right before we started.
Yes, I did, because I was in a party with Jubit and then it went boop, and then, well, I had to force reset my Xbox sometimes. So, yeah, I know. Who the fuck?
If you're looking for good anime, but at the same time, it's hard to find like those who are over good animated versus who are just pure fan service. Don't you agree, Metal Form, if you have watched anything?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I'm not sure exactly. We're not in control of it. We are just here spectating. And I
Coco, I would say
believe...
within the next 5 minutes at the very maximum. Huracan says within the next minute. Well, that gives us 1 minute to answer to ask someone in chat. Very thingy, interesting question. Coco, how have you been finding the Forza photography side lately? You've been taking some good photos and sharing it, tagging us. So, how have you been finding it? Tonic, this is relaxing. Just enjoy the night, go with the flow.
FS? That looks like just pure fan service series. Sorry. I can just look at the quick pictures of that as like, just pure fan service. Like the moment I see like a girl is the main focus, I'm like, questionable. It's probably good, but that's what goes to my head right away with that series. No matter what's going on screen? Smurf.
I don't know.
Smurf. What are you doing with that, Aston?
Coco says, repeat, don't listen because of baby. What do you mean?
Oh, he said repeat because he has a baby distracting him.
Ow! How are you finding joining in with the photography side? Like, I've noticed you're pinging us a bit more, and, well, it's nice to, you know, see what a fellow photographer thinks as we are getting ready to go. So, lower your earphones, lower your monitors. Things are about to get loud again, as my co-host will surely agree. And we're getting ready to go. Are you ready for those magical words to say?
Where are my ears at?
They're on the side of your head. Lights out, away we go once more for Silverstone in the GT1 DBR9 Spec Cup as Agile Apollo leads the pack away, and quite safely, I might add, as well. Tonic is currently in second place, but WX goes for the dive, forcing Blood Racer and RT very wide. One person spins, but it's not enough to cause a restart.
And we had a connection between Shedder and Artie, and there's the restart. Anyways, I might try to watch it, and I will be the judge of how much there is in that series.
Haseo,
Yes.
have you ever wondered
About what?
what it's like to be a fish?
You're asking the wrong person, because when I'm in the water I feel like I'm a fish.
Haseo, spectate, bud.
One series that I have quite enjoyed watching when it was more or less coming out was 91 Days. Have you heard about that one?
Why is that? Nope.
It's basically a revenge plot of the 30s or something in America of moonshining, basically, with revenge killing and everything.
Oh.
So it's an anime, so it's only 12 episodes, so if you're ever considering it, try and watch that one, Metal.
You know what? I might just. In the words of Huracan, take two, click! Are you ready, Haseo?
Ching!
Lights out, away we go once more. Agile Apollo gets a little bit more of a shaky start this time, and Tonic is being absolutely swamped a lot more than usual. Agile Apollo using all of the track limits and extensions, meaning things are about to get spicy, dicey. RT already spins.
I think Artie got spun. Like somebody tapped the rear end as they're not running traction, means basically they just got spun out.
But I believe that is not enough to warrant a race restart.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna break this to you, FS. That's another series I'm not watched.
Tonic is currently going side by side with Blood Racer, closely followed by Ghostsmith as well. Tonic is going to be drastically swamped in a minute by very, very, very fast people. So Tonic needs to watch her tail, watch her racing, and just stay calm. There goes Ghostsmith past her. Next up on the overtake list is WX Krogasmic and Huracan. Whoa, as she taps the rear, she's becoming... Whoa, as WX goes spinning out, and Magnus and Beckers, and there goes Tonic into the weeds. Oh, a bit of an unsafe rejoin as well by Tonic, knocking out Aaron McGrath.
FTC, you mean on TV?
It seems like you've offended Ephes. This is wild stuff. As Epic Racer is getting absolutely bombarded by TVR, Ren and Jubert. As TVR spins out in front and takes out Epic as well. This is a disaster for both of them. I have broke Ephes. I'm not gonna lie, I think we have. But going back, the almighty Cheddar is just been overtaken by Ghost Smurf, who is looking. Oh, but almighty Cheddar cut off Ghost Smurf, forcing him back towards the rear of Crow Gasmic and letting Huracan run away, who is about to overtake Blood Racer and Agile Apollo, who is still in first place. Very impressive stuff from Apollo.
Where did you place my gun down?
Blood Racer goes wide. Huracan, whoa, as Apollo goes for a dive, can't make it, rejoins extremely unsafely, takes out AMS Huracan, as Blood Racer is too slow, Ghostsmurf is going into the back of the Almighty Cheddar, Ren is trying to overtake, goes in the grass, now Crow is coming past Ren, on the rear of the Almighty Cheddar. This is pure chaos out of Magus and Beckett's here.
And this is lap 2.
What the hell is going on? Huracan got absolutely bolted out on Magus and Beckett's. Ren had to go into the grass. Crow is in a sea of hurt. Almighty Shadow doesn't know how many people are around him. Blood Racer won't move out the goddamn way. Goatsmith is about to lose his mind, and Huracan is on his charge up the rear of both Crow and Ghostsmith. This is incredible.
Evan goes, more carnage!
Ghostsmith goes a little bit too deep on the braking zone, allowing Crow and but Huracan gets the door shot in his face by Ghostsmith. Huracan manages to slither past, but Red makes an incredible dive past Ghostsmith and is now racing side by side by Mr. Crow Gasmic. Ghostsmith is being boxed in by the almighty Cheddar, and everyone is being absolutely effed the hell over.
Metal, do you have fun saying that gamer tag?
What, the almighty Cheddar?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm having fun. We have a great gamer tag, so I'm going to enjoy saying it. So, and
because every time you say it, it's like, oh, each other.
Okay, tell me it isn't fun to say it like that.
It is.
It is hilarious though. So, going back up to our race leaders, Blood Racer has conceded to the charge of the Huracan, and Huracan is now set to go. But Blood Racer is still holding up Ren, who is being defended by all, but they slingshot past. Ren not having any of it, about to do a lunge and a half for their life. But Blood Racer is holding on to that inside line and must be pissing Ren off. Ren needs to go for a dive.
The only reason Ren went wide there as well is Blood Racer basically gave him no room to get a good entry. So he chose the safer option to run wide instead of clinging onto the side of Blood Racer.
Ren is getting more and more frustrated as Blair...
Oh, and I think Blood Racer just took themselves out.
Crow using this point to try and sneak past for third. But here comes Ghostsmith, who is having a fight with the almighty Cheddar. And Jubert, of all people, is 7th place. As Blood Racer is running extremely wide. Wow, as they caught in front of the almighty Cheddar, as they are struggling. Blood Racer is really showing some borderline dangerous
Pressure. No,
driving here.
I think what we're seeing is they're falling to the pressure and not being stable and consistent.
That's just my personal opinion. Ghostworth is now past Blood Racer, but they've got to get past the almighty Cheddar. As the Cheddar runs wide, the cheese is loose.
Oh!
Whoa!
I think that was one unexpected break from the Cheddar, so being so close to
early
Smurf.
for Maggots and Beckett's. Ghostworth slammed right into the back of them, and Blood Racer absolutely destroyed them. I think that is Cheddar out of the race.
And they disconnected.
We have got a quit from the almighty Cheddar. Can we have an F in chat for the almighty Cheddar? F says take a shot every time Metal says the almighty Cheddar.
Depends how much action that car is in. That requires to say it more frequently.
Going up to P2, we got rid of Crow. Now Crow is trying to chase down Ren, get as much of their draft as possible, but Crow has got a bit of an issue forming behind them, and that issue is in the form of both Ghostmurph and Jubert, who is somehow in 5th place.
I don't think their car does look like a tennis racket with that new livery style. Since a tennis racket is straight lines, not a bunch of ragged edges. Isn't that right?
Let's see Jubert's livery.
Does that look like a tennis racket to you?
I'm choking up my own spit. I won't tell you what that does look like. It looks like someone made his car out of mirrors and then leant on it too hard and it's all cracked.
Yeah! And here comes TVR chasing down the Juby. That dude. Pickle rake.
Effis, you had to with the cheesy, corny joke. So let's have a look who else is close, but this time further down the track. So we've got Zero No Huzar versus Artie. It's nice Zero's actually back. Zero is currently racing against Artie, so it is the Total Angel Beats versus Wonder Woman. Oh yeah! I don't know why I did that.
FS, do you need me to bring out Sorry, I was looking at the DBR9 Spec Series chat.
Ooh, tell us what's happened in the Spec Series chat. As Agile Apollo was also DNF'd.
Oh, it's a heartbreak. F in chat. FS, do I need to bring out the dad jokes library I have? I think I hear a metal running for his life.
Please no. Please no. Please no. Haseo, I'm having a good night tonight. Please. Please, pretty please no. Oh, as Zero made contact with Artie.
if you had some issues with Almighty Cheddar, please do post some steward inquiries so we can look at this later on.
Oh, also, can I say, I love your name. I love your name. Yo, mate, cheddar. Hi, Cheddar, thank you for joining, and we hope to see you here again because I love saying your gamer tag. It is hilarious in the best way, not a horrible, like, you know, hey way. It is a genuinely nice way. It is a fantastic gamer tag to say.
And that's why we also have the steward inquiries, Cheddar. So if we do get a replay, which I hope we do, please post it up to one of our stewards who can look into it and make a judgment afterwards.
Cheddar, just do it through the SI way, and trust me, things will be remedied. Don't worry, Cheddar.
And I'll also say this: if there are what the steward are unsure about, we have a real life steward we can ask about stuff like this as well. They are like, if there's something they're unsure about, they will refer to a real life steward for their this SI. So do not question that. They will be fair and investigated properly.
What is being done properly at the moment is Artie is trying to chase up to the rear of Tonic in P11. Artie trying to see if they can garner ever closer to that prestigious top 10.
And they've actually gotten quite a way up again after their early spin in lap 1.
Coco, there are two people here. Which one are you talking to? My name is Metal, the
I'm
other one's Haseo.
I'm guessing he's most likely referring to you, Metal.
No, I think he's talking about you, because I am no way hireable.
And I'm the one here sitting silent where you're the one doing the most of the talking. That was actually Max.
Yes, but Effis, you're not currently here, are you? You're the wonderful sitting. And our current only FTC delegate, by the way.
I think I need to do this one now.
What? Do what now? Do what now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God, you made one for Effis?
Yeah.
The resident facts of the day, Global Belgium. Just might be a slight problem here. Overly addicted to waffles, so either eat it or hide it on nearby waffles. Oh, I love it! I absolutely love it.
Hey, I need to have fun with him when he calls him the Belgian waffle racing. I don't think he paid attention when I put that into chat for the first few times.
Okay, Effis, I don't know if you noticed, I am commentating over a very extreme race here, because it's actually happening about something as Artie is going on the inside of Tonic for P11, and Artie just blew right past Tonic like I blew past my taxes. Don't do that, actually pay your taxes, don't get in trouble.
Otherwise, you will go most likely bankrupt if you do it for too long a time and they catch up to you. I've not done that, but that's a very likely outcome of it.
Very true. Coco, that is the streams in a nutshell. I'm the insane one, Haseo's the sleepy one. We balance each other out. He calms me down, I pep him up, and together we make comedy gold.
Actually, that's fairly true. What you're saying is one is bad cop, one's good cop. Although we kind of switch who's who at times.
Yeah, that's true. Cause no, I hate to say it, Haseo, I would have to be bad cop because I say some questionable things.
Yeah, but it really depends on the topic we're on about.
True. Coco, if you do want an accurate relationship, I am the wife in this relationship, and Haseo is the husband.
Let's go check.
I am getting. Yeah, we are getting word of a close battle for the lead. It's relatively close.
Or is Hurricane sandbagging a little bit to allow Ren to catch up, or has Ren gotten faster?
I don't want to badmouth Ren, but I know Hurricane is faster, so I want to say the sandbagging. Also, Coco,
I think it maybe it's a mix.
Also, Coco, just to let you know, every me and Haseo stream is like this. You should have seen us back in January when we did a 24-hour stream. That was something else. 24 hours of nothing but cake, random news articles, dad jokes, and maybe about talking what happened on stream if it was interesting.
Yes, we did 24 hours of Daytona for the Tura, and technically we're supposed to have 2 others, but however our schedules never aligned up for the 2 other 24-hour streams.
Yes, Coco. 24 hours of our sexy voices
Actually,
massaging your ears.
Actually, I remember one thing.
What?
That 24 hours ended up doing close to 25 and a half.
Don't remind me of it. Don't remind me of it.
It was here on Forza, Cheddar.
Yes, it was Forza Motorsport 7, Daytona, and it was LMP and GT1 cars.
So, the way Tura does the racing series leagues, especially for their endurance series, is... that's what exactly I'm going to explain to you now, Cheddar. What they do is, they break up the 12 hours, or whatever the race they're doing, into 2-hour segments, where they race on a timed race for 2 hours, where basically they race actually for 1 hour and 40 minutes, but they don't race on time. But yeah, they don't race on time. They race when this distance is set to how far they have traveled in that amount of time.
So for the, for example, Cheddar, me and Haseo had to join 12 different driver groups and parties over the course of 24 hours. That took planning like you wouldn't believe. Also, what is taking planning is that Ren is actually trying to make a move for the lead with under 3 laps to go.
I think,
Cheddar.
if I don't remember wrong, isn't it close to 500, 600 drivers roughly each time?
For Tora, it's anything from 400 to 900 drivers per event.
But keep in mind, they are also limiting the amount of cars that's available. So I think they have about...
I think it's about maybe 600 people if they have like 5 to 6 lobbies.
I think they try to limit themselves to 5 or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna be a logical nightmare about it.
It is.
So they usually have a lobby, but keep in mind they don't just one class. They basically race one class that's essentially going to be a prototype, and the other one being a GT1 class, isn't it? Like essentially.
That is true. However, some events do change, so You do have a faster class and you do have a slower class. And when I say faster, I do mean a good 10 to 30 seconds a lap quicker, depending on the racetrack.
Exactly. Although if it's very long tracks, it's like Le Mans and Nürburgring. That's close to probably a minute.
Yeah.
At least on the Nürburgring, I think it's over a minute faster for the fast boys.
We shall see, Ephes. We'll have to see what life throws at us with a clicker bat.
And actually, that event was postponed for 2 weeks. It was supposed to be, let me just double check, on the 9th. It was supposed to be. So they delayed it 2 weeks. I'm glad they delayed 2 weeks, not 3, because on that 3rd week, I'm gone again.
Oh, God.
I'm gone from Thursday to Sunday that weekend.
Cheddar, you will have to sign up on the official Toro website, get your racing license. Then you have to join a racing team.
Actually, it's a little more complex. You technically have to be. Oh wait, no, I don't think do you have to be part of a proper racing league, or are you able to be basically 3-4 people that are just friends running together?
Well, you can be 3-4 people, but it depends. Like, if it's a good 24-hour, unless you've got superhuman energy.
I think actually it's possible with 3, but it's really draining for the ones who have to do a lot of stints.
Yeah.
As they're approaching the final lap.
They are approaching, and Huracan is, well, he's finished playing with his food now, and he is properly putting the hammer down and increasing that gap away from Ren, saying, "Go for me, you blasted Hungarian. The British will show you how quick we truly can be." I don't know why I got all snobby then, but, well, I did.
The Hungarian is looking for the P1.
Well, at this rate, he's really going to get the P1, but Huracan, Ren, is really trying to wipe the smile off the Brit's face. And I'm not biased or anything, but I would like the Brit to win. So, Huracan, please, don't crash. Actually win, please.
Is it because they're at their home track?
No, it's because Huracan is English.
And it's at the British track?
Silverstone isn't that liked here.
So it's one of the more disliked tracks for some odd reason.
Well, yeah, because Brands Hatch is a lot better of a track, and so is Donington.
Then I might ask you, why is Silverstone not liked as much then?
Because it's just flat. It's just a flat track. Like, there's barely any elevation. The rework of the track is dull, and it is just a flat, boring track. That's all. Oh, and it's in the middle of bastard nowhere.
And haven't Silverstone been a lot of different iterations?
There have been a lot of iterations. The last good iteration was in the early 2000s before it got reworked into the current one that it is now, as that had a more interesting sector 3.
Jupert and the Blood Racer is playing bumper cars to the front chicane. Oh!
So, let's see, we've got AMS Huracan in P1, Ren in P2, Crow taking the final podium position. Well done, Crow. Ghostmurph in P4, couldn't do any better than 4th. That is interesting, actually. T-Var in 5th, Blood Racer in 6th, Juba in 7th, impressive. Epic in 8th, Aaron McGrath in 9th. WX rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Artie, I believe. Well, the first race was interesting. That second race, though, was amazing. So, Haseo, good buddy and lifelong co-host, Godsend,
Yes.
who are you naming driver of the day? Or at least want to put forward?
Today, I don't feel like Juba a little bit since he's been consistently pretty good overall today. This, outside of his disconnection in race 1.
Prepare to be shocked, Haseo.
What?
I agree with you. I agree. I think Jubert did fantastically today. For his skill level and who's in it. So I think Jubert should get driver of the day.
How the hell did we land on the same person?
I don't know, but do you agree?
That was the person I was nominating as well.
So, what do you say? Jubert driver of the day? Yeah?
Jupiter XA stopped working.
Well, there you have it.
FA's, he had already closed his Xbox before he could save that.
FTC Jubert is your driver of the day. Now, coming up next, our Tuesday series has not been announced just yet. But keep your eyes peeled as there might be another one-off. Who knows? Next Thursday. Actually, no, I missed one. This coming Sunday, we have got the FTC Drivers Academy. If you're just getting into racing or you want to, learn how to race.
Or improve.
Join or improve. Join the FTC Academy and they will show you how to be faster, more consistent, make less mistakes, and tune your car better. It's quite interesting. But until then, that is it. There is no more. So
keep your eyes peeled as well, since we are close to announcing the Tuesday series. It will not start on the coming Tuesday. What I will give you a hint of, it is likely to start on the 28th, but that's as far as I know so far on it.
Haseo with spoilers as always.
Hey, I'm just giving the viewers a little heads up of what they're likely to see in the next series. And it's gonna be fun.
Could someone end this man's career, please? Anyway, I'm gonna sign this off now before we get into this. So Haseo, send us off into this. Good night.
Well, that will be all for tonight. I'm your host, Haseo, with my good co-host, Metal Gauge. That will be all for tonight. As I said, you'll see us on the FTC Academy on Sunday again, where it's not going to be a commentary session, it's more or less me racing from my point of view, where you might just catch it and maybe give me some pointers on how to improve, or just listen to the shenanigans in the race party. Other than that, that'll be all for tonight. We'll catch you next time. Good night.
Have you seen that nitrous oxide cylinder anywhere?
Oh, sorry, I used it on my drink.
Oh, god damn you.